We are ready for action in the A&B Outdoors Quicktime Sprint Car Series Season 3 Race 8 at the Limaland Speedway Race 3 of the Tomboi Racing Midwest Malace. Andrew May looking to pull off 6 in a row tonight. I'm Kelan Belsha, joined by my friend Shane DiMantova, and we have a great action-packed night in store for us as Andrew May looks to get that record extended.
You don't need to worry about that.
As we get set here for heat number 1. Got a surprise on pole for you.
Hello, Discover Card here.
Aiden Kirker taking the Dirtman Photography Quicktime Award this evening as we get ready for our first USA Roller Coasters heat. On pole, driving a number 20 machine from FK Speed Lab and Cass City, Michigan is the Iceman Aiden Kirker. And to his outside, driving a number 17 machine from Sylvania, Ohio, it is Tyler No.
Starting in third, and the number 1 machine from Ryan Billy Racing, Martinsville, Virginia. That's the big country mud digger, Cody Meadows, and to his outside, and the number 09 there. That is Anthony Woodhull.
Driving a number 16 machine in the Yacht Club Lounge from Cincinnati, Ohio, Exo's holding working competitor, Sabin Biment. And in the number 3 machine from MFK Speed Lab, it's the Daytona Beach, Florida native, the Gator JJ Hill. Rounding out the field, the 168 of Bo Krebs as we get ready for our first heat of the evening. Haven't had a lot of time to talk this evening yet, but of course Andrew May set that probably unbeatable record at 5 in a row, looking to extend it tonight from deep in the pack in qualifying, though did not have the best qualifying run, but we got second in qualifying. He improved that lap. So MFK Speed Lab driver Aiden Kirker leads him down. We're underway in heat number 1. Top 3 make it into tonight's feature as Forster tries to pull ahead down the backstretch, but Tyler No pulls off the corner. Anthony Woodhull comes to the outside of Aiden Forster, but Forster trying to clear him off of 4. Top 3 single file out as they battle for position behind him. Cody Meadows on the top.
Yeah, this is a really tight bull ring track, and it's interesting to see how much these guys really sent it into the corner and how that high side will be used to an advantage as we see Aiden Forster up there right now.
Yeah, Forster to the top of the racetrack, fighting around Anthony Woodhull for the second position, but it is Tyler No holding down the race lead right now in the early portions of this heat. Top 2, remember, make it into the Nash. Top 3 into the feature. Cody Meadows, the first guy out as we speak right now. Tyler No kind of ripping the middle of that little bull ring. Aiden Forster getting him on corner exit, trying to reel in here off of turn number 4. No, keeping it off the fence, but Forster a bit more consistent on the top of the racetrack, now cutting to the bottom into 3.
Yeah, we got a duo battle for the race lead here. Forrester's going to send a slide job, and here comes Forrester with the crossover. Or, excuse me, No with the crossover. Now he's going to send a slider in, and Forrester's going to do the reverse on him here. Back and forth for your race lead with 2 laps to go in heat number 1.
2 laps to go. Now a lap and a half, and now off of turn 4. No takes the top spot away as Forster blinks out. White flag in the air. Forster to the race lead. Gets a little high right there. Anthony Woodhull trying to get around Tyler No. No, a last-ditch effort into the final corner, but Aiden Forster going to win the opening heat. Tyler No to the dash. Anthony Woodhull.
Cody Meadows got him.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Woodhull
got, correct.
Yeah, he got a little bit squirrely coming out of the corner. 3 and 4 and lost it there.
So that puts Meadows into tonight's feature, and Forster and No into the Fast Pass Dash this evening. Heat number 2 set to get underway. On pole, driving a number 31 machine for MFK Speed Lab out of Bedford, Pennsylvania, it's the big unit, Andrew May. And to his outside, driving a number 46 machine from Ryan Billy Racing in Arcola, Illinois, it's Buckwheat Aaron Trotter.
Rolling off second row on the inside in the number 52 machine, from Ryan Billy Racing in Winfield, Missouri, it's Mason Coffey, and to his outside. And the 04 there, you can see it's number 4 on your screen. That's Exo Consulting, Rick, your competitor of Cam Martin from JDR Esports.
Driving a number 87 machine from Sullivan, Illinois, it's C Money Colin Shane. And to his outside from Asheville, North Carolina, and MFK Speed Lab right there. It's the Asheville Attitude, the Grinch, Cam McComb.
Yeah, great looking car there.
Great looking.
Yeah, the guy who made it's starting up a couple spots ahead of him on the front row.
Big unit designs holding down the first and the last positions here in this heat so far as they take the green flag underway in the second heat of the evening. May trying to clear Trotter going down into turn 1, and he will do that successfully. Trotter now looking to his inside as May bounces off the fence. Aaron Trotter takes the top spot away as May makes a rare mistake there. Cam Martin trying to take opportunity of that as May gets right up next to the fence. Right now trying to work around Aaron Trotter as they battle it out here.
Yeah, we saw a good battle between excuse me, last heat between Tyler No and Aiden Forrester, and Forrester started using that high side to his advantage, and then once he got to, contact up front here, May's in the fence, as also Mason Coffee got some contact, and May's in trouble here.
Yeah, May in big trouble, and he'll have to work through the LCQs tonight. But back out front, it is Aaron Schroeder in the race lead as Cam Martin just got in trouble. Mason Coffee now in second. Cam McHone making it into the feature right now, but he's having to defend a Volusia winner, Colin Shane, who tubs around the top side of him.
Now Shane will take the transfer spot with 4 laps to go here. And May, like we mentioned, 2 rare mistakes out of that machine. He's just trying to limp around now. He's got some heavy damage on that 31M.
Yeah, real shocker there. Of course, May was the one who led 28 of 30 laps here at Limaland to get his ultimate 9th win of the season, his final win of season 2, as Aaron Trotter takes the white flag, now trying to power in front of his teammate Mason Coffee, as Cam Martin's flipping again, and that will disrupt the finish, but Aaron Trotter will win the heat, and Mason Coffee to second.
Cameron McCone will end up 4th, and Andrew May 5th. Here's we got set for the 3rd USA Roller Coasters heat.
So those 2 MFK Speed Lab drivers will have to come back and try to recover from tonight's LCQ events as we get ready for our 3rd heat of the evening. On pole, driving a number 67 machine from Mansfield, Texas, and Walter Esports, it's the Rocket, Sean Leisure. Welcome back. As to his outside's number 39 machine from MFK Speed Lab in Boston, New York, it's the Iceman, Aiden Kirker.
The Asian sensation JDR Esports EXO Consulting rookie competitor Jack Young starts in the 3rd spot, and to his outside, we got the hot rod Joey Robinson making his return.
And then in the 5th spot, the number 13 from Young Co-Motorsports in Des Moines, Iowa, it's Showtime Carter Young. It's his outside driving a number 22 machine for Ryland Gray Racing's tutoring from Middletown, New York. It is Brandon Stewart. So he rounds out the field here for our 3rd heat of the evening. Those top 2, if we flash you back to the Bobcat Bash last season, race 31 of 33 in season 2, these 2 in the front row picked up a top 5 finish that night. Of course, Andrew May picking up the win. Rylan Pearson got a 2nd place finish that night. Sean Leisure picked up his best finish to this campaign in the Sprint Car Series in 3rd. Kirker got 5th. Some more notables fly through there. Rylan Gray did not make the feature that night. So that just goes to show you how crazy of a night that was as we are underway here on our 3rd heat. Aiden Kirker got a nice jump on the outside, getting right next to the wall, and he pulls right next to Leisure. Oh, bit of net code right there. As the 67 car jumped in the air, but they didn't touch. Big time net code there as Aiden Kirker takes the top spot away. Now Joey Robinson making his first race in a couple weeks. Takes the 2nd spot away from Sean Leisure with possibly a bit of contact as Leisure hops the fence. He wrecks. Jack Young might have tagged along with him as Brandon Stewart now holds the 3rd spot. Aiden Kirker leads this heat.
Spread out top 2 right now as Stewart now feels the pressure from behind from Carter Young as Jack Young's in trouble in 3 and 4. He'll tow that number 10 machine there as Kirker all by himself there on the back stretch and in the front stretch. Robinson about 2nd behind him there, a little bit more than that, as Stewart now still holding off. Carter Young there on that high side making it work.
Yeah, they battle out there for the transfer spot as Young trying to work under Brandon Stewart. This for the 3rd spot, coming to 2 to go this time around. Off of 4, Stewart crosses him back over. That for the transfer spot, as you see from up above, Aiden Kirker leading by 1.7 seconds. As his nearest challenger is Joey Robinson, a full corner behind him. Brandon Stewart got the transfer spot out a little bit. Aiden Kirker picked up a top 5 here a while back and trying to keep the momentum going in search of his first win of the season. Aiden Kirker wins the heat, Robinson 2nd, as Brandon Stewart holds on to 3rd, and your Fast Pass Dash lineup is set. We still need to get more drivers out of tonight's LCQs for tonight's feature action from Limaland. So,
Kelan, I was going to mention, I
go.
haven't seen your mom yet in the YouTube chat. I was wondering where she was, but happy she's here as always.
Yeah, she's out there telling May he needs to win because he needs to retire the car if he doesn't. So, according to Kirker, as we get ready for tonight's B main, 10 drivers line up, 7 make it in. As we set your grid, the number 16 is Sabin Bennett on pole. It is outside the number 4 from MFK Speed Lab. That is Cam McComb.
Number 13 there, EXO Consulting, or competitor of Carter Young, starts in 3rd. And JJ Hill, like we mentioned, making his return here in that A&B Outdoors NOS machine, starts in 4th. We have Andrew May, the big unit there, in 5th as he looks to rebound from his heat and lock that 31M into a solid start for your feature event, as JDR Esports driver, his good buddy Jack Young, starts in 6th.
Back there in the 7th position, the Anthony Woodhull machine in the 09, Cam Martin trying not to miss a feature this season. Out of the 8th position, Sean Leisure, who went from first to worst in his heat. Now in 9th, Bo Krebs rounds out the field. Number 3 go home, 10 make it in, so we'll see what these sprint car drivers are capable of as Bibbent and McCone lead us to the green. Underway in the B main, top 7 make it in. We're underway as Cam McCone gets a poor start up top. Now 3 wide for that 2nd spot pretty early. May and McCone side by side for 3rd as Carter Young trying to look under Sabin Bibbent for that top spot. Andrew May working the bottom kind of by himself, kind of taking this easy, trying to make it into the feature. As there you see Anthony Woodhull all the way from 7th, now battling for the 3rd spot under Andrew May.
Yeah, and here comes Sean Leisure. He's trying to work below the number 4 car of Cameron McCone way down there as Jack Young looked to do the same but couldn't get it to work. As big cluster of drivers battle it out back here. 3 wide back there as JJ Hill was in between 2 JDR Esports drivers, and that collects him and Young as those 2 drivers look to rebound, but they're going to need a little bit of good luck on their side as Sabin Bibbent, excuse me, should race later.
Yeah, Cam Martin got into that corner a little deep in front of JJ Hill. Hill tried to cut it back under him, but Jack Young was there, so really just a racing deal there as the top 2 hold even right now. Andrew May, remember, he has never won a hard Oh, no! May around. He got tagged by Carter Young. Now he's going to have to get it back going, trying to make tonight's feature event. What a shocker that could be, as he drops all the way to 8th right now. This could be the first feature he ever misses off of an LCQ if he cannot recover, as Bibbent, Young, Woodhull, Leisure, McCone, Martin, and Krebs are in right now. Now 2 laps to go.
I'm shocked. Wow. I did not see anything like that coming tonight. He's gone 5 in a row, and now presumably everybody goes mistake-free in front of him. He's going to miss this thing.
Yeah, and now white flag in the air. Bibbent in the lead. Carter Young sitting there in a 2nd position as JJ Hill gets sideways right in front of Bibbent. Bibbent to the checkered flag. He's in. Young's in. Woodhull's in. Leisure and McCone make contact, but those top 7 make it in. And Andrew May just missed the feature for the first time ever on speed.
Wow. That kind of puts a damper on the night. Not gonna lie.
I mean, we're not getting 5 in a row. That just got locked up right there. Wow. Well, now we get ready for tonight's Fast Pass Dash as we set your grid, trying to recover from that one. On pole, it'll be Aiden Forster, Aaron Schroeder to his outside, Aiden Kirker 3rd, Tyler No 4th, Mason Coffey 5th, Joey Robinson in the 6th position as they get ready for action here in this Fast Pass Dash. Man, that's incredible. That was I mean, I don't know.
I'm pretty sure he'll elect to take a provisional here.
Yeah, well, he gets it anyway. Well, you know what Michael Cole said when the old Undertaker got his streak beat at WrestleMania? He was just in shock. He was like, the streak is over. So that's kind of how we feel up here. Look for 6 in a row, and that may ultimately take him out of the Nationals contention. Remember the Midwest Malace? That was $30 looking to go into his back pocket, and that's unfortunate. And really, that takes a bunch of points and puts him in Aiden Forster's pocket if he can get a good run here tonight.
That's what I was about to say. He's going to be a big cheerleader for his teammate here, Forster, who leads him to the green flag here in the Fast Pass Dash.
underway, and Aaron Trotter tubs around the top of Forster, but gets into him. And now Forster and Trotter crash. And now Aidan Kirker moves into the race lead as now Tyler No works to the outside of Kirker. Lap 2 out of 6 right here. Kirker to the race lead as they make contact behind him. Now it's a Tyler No, Aidan Kirker duel. Back there with Mason Coffey, Joey Robinson, all kind of filling in the pack here as Aidan Kirker leads coming to halfway here.
Halfway home, 4 cars left here in this pack as Kirker leads them with No right behind him there. And we got a battle back there between Robinson and Trotter for that 3rd spot. And you already know that Andrew May's helping out his teammates here, Aiden Kirker, as well as the number 20 there, Forrester, kind of in their ear telling him what to do, but he's mostly helping out Kirker right now as here comes Tyler No with a big slider again.
And there goes Kirker, crossing back over. This is the white flag lap, lap and a half to go. No, going to get to the top, trying to get around Kirker, but it's not going to be enough. Kirker wins the Fast Pass Dash, No second. 3rd was Aaron Trotter by not very much.
I don't know if they know that they're done, though.
Well, I told them they're done, so they can burn the track off a little bit if they want to. Might help us out a little bit later in the night.
So we'll get ready here momentarily for your feature event here. Aiden Kirker is going to lead him to the green flag with Tyler No right to his outside.
Yeah, and that's how the lineup will be set up as we get ready for tonight's feature action. On pole, it will be Aiden Kirker. Aiden Forster goes from 1st back to 5th, so not the way he wanted his Fast Pass Dash to go as they get ready to line them up here. JJ, I sent you the top 6 if you can get them lined up. Don't worry about a 4 wide tonight. We don't need it. Oops. That was,
That's okay.
my bad.
We're all good. Here is...
I did.
There's your front row. Right there.
Yeah.
Kirker and No, like we mentioned.
Aaron Trotter recedes to the 3rd spot. Joey Robinson in 4th. Aiden Forster 5th. And Mason Coffey in 6th. So that'll be how they line them up. Here, no 4 wide tonight because no overhead guy. That's why I was kind of trying to mediate right there. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I know what you're saying.
You know what I'm saying. Well, gonna be a fun night.
It's going to be a fun one for all these guys, especially without Andrew May. I know he's disappointed. We'll hopefully get to speak to him later, but door's really wide open for any of these guys.
Yeah, that's for sure. This is going to be a great one. As Aiden Kirker is going to lead us to the green here. Tyler No to his outside in 2nd. 40 laps from Limaland. There are no wins between these top 4 as they take the green flag. Actually, the top 6. Nobody has a win yet this season, of course, with Andrew May holding down 5 of them. The green flag's in the air. We are underway from Limaland as Tyler No powers around the top side of Aiden Kirker. He bounces off the wall. Kirker continuing to get to the bottom of the racetrack. Aaron Trotter trying to make a charge for the top spot as those two run side by side.
See how all these drivers will all move around the racetrack with very little room here as Kirker, as he's got 3 charging drivers behind him with No Robinson and Trotter there, all tight packed together as you see Aiden Forrester ripping it back there still with a little bit of internet issues as one driver in the fence, it's the 33 of Joey Robinson. No caution there. Oh, there it is.
There it is.
I was about to say, everybody in the pack basically hit him.
Yeah, he got tagged by a bunch of them right there. As Robinson, we're going to get Dirt Track USA replay to see what happened right here. Looked like he just got into the fence on his own.
Gonna see Robinson on the high side there, that black and gold and red machine. Yeah, it just got too high up in the cushion and he's along for the ride.
Yep. Well, that eliminates Joy Robinson from contention tonight, as we have had so much go down. I mean, this just doesn't feel like a complete field without that 31M out there ripping with him. So that's crazy.
Really
Still
does.
in shock. But
I
out
know.
there, Aiden Kirker, how about him? He's having a strong start to his season. He's was a second place finisher at Lanier the first night, 2-Major May, trying to get that first one in his back pocket. Imagine what a win would mean towards his season tonight, as Aiden Kirker leads him back to the green. Green flag back in the air. We are back underway from Limaland as he gets a nice jump out in front of Aaron Trotter, who maintains the top spot, or the second spot. Tyler Noe sits back there in third. Mason Coffey back there in the fourth spot as Aiden Forster trying to get to his outside. That for the fourth position. Aiden Kirker still in control from Limaland right now as Aaron Trotter rips the bottom. A little bit faster than Kirker that time around as Kirker holds the top spot. Now No to the outside of Trotter.
I got Mason Coffey there still on the bottom working in the fourth spot with Tyler Noe, who's had a very impressive night so far as he looks to turn around his luck after struggling a little bit in late models and just barely being caught up in some wrecks, but good run for Noe so far. Season a little bit of 3-wide action.
He got incredibly sideways right there in that corner as he's stuck in the middle of the pack. This is insane racing what we got going on. How about Colin Shane recovering from a nice 8th place start up to now the 4th position as they battle it out as Forster got up in the fence and he tags Noe along for the ride. They keep it straight for now as the green flag remains in the air. Aiden Kirker in control, but no, there's trouble back there at the 17 of Tyler Noe.
Noe, unfortunately, gets caught up in that one, and really the story of his past couple races here in Quicktime is it's unfortunate for Noe. He's having a great night going and good hard battle out there on the racetrack.
Yeah, unfortunate. But Noe was running well up there in the top 5. Just got stuck in the middle. A lot of 3-wide battles. Aiden Forster assessed with 1 out of 3. We'll see how that shaked out right there. They were kind of 4 wide almost right there. They got it right there. Forster knocks off the fence, knocks into Noe. Flips. Well, Noe got sideways there.
Yeah,
Looked like just a chain reaction.
caught a
Cam
piece
Martin
of,
got into
yeah,
him.
Martin.
So Forster gets the EOL for that incident right there. Assessing the 1 out of 3 penalty.
It's their double file once again, getting ready for the green flag.
Kirker going to lead them down as the green flag back in the air. Kirker's led them all so far, trying to lead the last 25 from Limaland. He leads down into the corner. Colin Shane trying to get his 2nd win of the season, and that's Shark Racing number 87, working the bottom very well right now, trying to get to the inside of Aiden Kirker. Kirker powers off the corner right now, but now it's complete opposite. We're so used to Kirker getting down to the bottom of the racetrack, but Shane now working the bottom, Kirker on the top. Kind of taking that big unit line away from Andrew May, seeing what's been working the last 5 races. Now Kirker's trying to put that into his repertoire.
Yeah, he's really got some big shoes to fill if he's definitely trying to do what Andrew May does. And, I mean, like we mentioned earlier, he's got him definitely in his ear telling him what to do and where these guys are going with their driving styles and with their lines out there on the racetrack.
Yeah, incredible racing right now. Kirker not getting very far out. Colin Shane is right there. Aaron Trotter's right there. Sabin Bimmett in his first feature right there. Mason Coffey, Cody Meadows, top 6, all under a 1-second blanket right now. As you see Kirker work to the bottom of the racetrack, up in the lead, taking the line away from Colin Shane. As now Aaron Trotter is leading the top right there. Shane working the bottom right behind Aiden Kirker. As Trotter's getting up there on the top right now, down and dirty. But it's Kirker migrating to the bottom where he feels comfortable. As Cam Martin's flipping right there.
Oh, he keeps it
Gets
going.
it back going.
Oh,
yeah,
couple of those
there.
tonight.
Unfortunate for Cam Martin.
Not a good night for big unit designs.
Not at all.
And the big unit himself.
Nope. That falls under big unit designs. So the caution flies for the 3rd time this evening. As we get a look right here, Cam Martin looks like he hops the cushion, flips upside down in front of the pack, got tagged along by the guy field filling back there, and well, not field filling, but
Krebs.
in the tail end back there. Bo Krebs.
Oh, Bo. Bow greater than bow, you know? Yeah. Very eventful night here last night of the Tomboi Racing National Midwest Malace Nationals from the Limaland Speedway, and it certainly hasn't let down so far. As it's been all Aiden Kirker so far in your feature event as he looks to close it out and do it for his teammate here. A lot of hungry drivers behind him as he's going to step on the gas once again. Green flag in the air for Kirker, and we're back underway.
Aidan Kirker leading this race. Colin Shane sitting back there in second, as it was a poor 1 and 2 right there for Kirker, but Colin Shane now there on his back bumper trying to work to his inside. Kirker trying to block the bottom, but here comes Shane to the inside. The door opens up, but Kirker holds the top spot for now, getting up to the top. Looked like he found something right there as he goes back to it. That top is now moving. The bottom was coming in, now the top is, as Sabin Bibbett gets up to the second position right there.
Bibbett flies around the outside there of Shane, and now that'll move Colin Shane, give him the idea of moving up, and now Cody Meadows inside the top 4 as he looks to rebound here. As a quiet season so far for the Mud Digger as he catches the fence too. But back up front, Bibbett is not letting Kirker step away.
He's trying to run down Aidan Kirker with 10 laps to go here this evening. This is a crazy night of racing, but Aidan Kirker is in control right now. Sabin Bibbin trying to reel him in, but Kirker gapped him by a couple tenths that time around. Coming now, 8 laps to go this time around. Kirker looking for his first win of the season, and what a place to get it at this little bull ring track if he could get it done.
Bibbett still holding strong there, just a little bit over a tenth behind the driver that they call the Iceman and the Trailblazer. On board with the 16 machine as he looks to bring something to the racetrack here and pick up that first place in his first win of the season here. 6 laps to go.
Yeah, one's fighting for their first win of the season, the seasoned veteran, while the rookie is looking for his first career win. Bibbin to the bottom. Now Kirker going to have to try and cross over. He will do so successfully as he maintains the top spot. Coming to 4 laps to go this time. Aiden Kirker in control as he gaps Bibbin a little bit more that lap.
Aiden Kirker in control right now. He's got smooth sailing ahead. Nobody out the eyes of that machine there. It's pretty simple season so far for that 39 machine. Is he's going to look to grab his first win here in just a couple laps.
2 laps to go from Limaland. We'd have to flash you all the way back to June 22nd as there's cars flip back there in turns 1 and 2. No caution, as there it is finally. This is going to be a 1-lap shootout. As there were cars flipped there in turn 2. That was Bo Krebs and Brandon Stewart. I believe the cars flipped over back there right in front of the leaders. That could have been horrible.
Yeah, I was confused.
I don't know why the cautions have not been called tonight.
I was confused when I saw it happen.
Well, they took the white flag, so the checkered flag is out.
There's the wreck.
Right there. The wreck right there.
Here comes Kirker, yeah.
Yeah, the caution did not come out till they took the white flag on the next half of the racetrack. So that will be it. Aidan Kirker is back in victory lane for the first time since last year's Knoxville Nationals. Aidan Kirker, first win of the season, takes it under caution. First time we've ever had a race finish under caution. But Aidan Kirker gets it done. How about that? He's been looking for one all season. He's been right there knocking on the door of the big unit. But now he gets his first of the year at Limaland.
Got to give major props to Sabin Bibbett on that second place finish and one of his first starts in the series. But it's all Aiden Kirker tonight, absolutely dominating this thing. Cody Meadows rounds out your top 3.
As you see Kirker do his signature wheelie and spin it around. He's one of the best celebrators in the Quicktime iRacing League. Love it when he wins, as that will be Kirker's now 9th career win, hoisting him above Rylan Gray for 3rd in the series and tying him 3rd all time, counting every series around. Last year he got 5, and you'd have to go all the way back to, again, the Knoxville Nationals night number 2 to where he got that one done. Kirker, again, the winner tonight, and I know our flagman's pretty pumped about that as a Aiden Kirker fan himself. wearing the Christmas gear and everything. We're going to get a word with tonight's race winner, Aiden.
That's you.
Yeah, sorry.
Kelan Belsha, how do you feel about the win today?
Oh, it was great. I mean, you went out there, led every lap. I about had a heart attack. I saw 2 cars wreck there on the back stretch. Man, then the caution comes out. I thought they'd have a 1-lap shootout, but caution came out too late. Race was over. You won it, buddy. Been a long drought since you've been back up here.
Oh my God. Woo! This feels so good. Man, where do I even start? I got a headache. This is it's a pretty huge win. For a lot of reasons. Just obviously haven't won in a while. We snapped Andrew's streak. For driver wins, we still kept up the team wins. It's the first win in the 39. All the other wins were in the 17K. Believe it or not, we haven't won with MFK Speed Lab yet. Actually, my last race as a non-MFK driver was my last win. So this is pretty cool to get one for these guys and all the sponsors and just all my supporters, and just it's a good place to get it to. Limaland's historically a really good track for us. I think we won the first race here for the league back in season 1, and we had Hard Charger last year.
Got a top
So
5. Yeah.
top 5, yeah. So I mean, Limaland's it's a good track for us. But yeah, it's really, really good to be able to finally crack into the win column this year. I didn't know if it was going to happen or not, to be honest. I feel like we've just gotten so close, and just kind of, I didn't know if we were just going to have to play the points game, but we finally got a win. We're in victory lane tonight. So, oh man, finally.
Well, I mean, you were up there in the race lead. You had Colin Shane about to knock your fuel cell off there. I thought he was getting pretty close there a couple times. He found something you didn't on the bottom. Then you took the bottom, and then it looked like he got to your inside, and you were forced to take the top, and then you were like, hey, this top's really moving. So you started committing to that. You were just back and forth all over the racetrack tonight. Tell us what that track was feeling like as you had guys running you down. Were you watching that mirror, or were you just running your own race?
Actually, I had Andrew in my ear telling me where they were going, just so I could keep eyes forward. Yeah, Andrew was helping me out. Which, I mean, it sucks that he couldn't make the feature tonight. It was just a really unlucky event, and I mean, I know that all of us in that team were pretty disappointed to see that, but at least we can kind of soften that wound, and we can still get MFK a win. I mean, he's only won, the last like 27 races, so I think he can take a break for 1 week.
He could take a break, yeah.
Yeah,
especially when he had a 70-point lead. So
yeah, he'll win Thursday. So
yeah. I don't want to say anything too early, but I do think, since Connor Dudek and Andrew May did not make it tonight, you might have won the Midwest Malace. I'd have to. Yeah, because you were the most. I mean, didn't you get 2 top 5s?
I got a P5 and a P4.
Right. So I think you were the next closest. And with the win tonight, I think you may have it. I don't know. I'll be doing points tonight. I guess that's how I'll be spending my night. I was hoping Andrew would just go out there and whoop y'all, so I wouldn't have to do it. But since he missed the feature, I guess I'll go do it, and that's how I'll be spending it. You guys can check out, see if you won that. On the,
wait, is it a cash to win? I don't
$30. Yes.
Ha! Oh my God.
That's like what, 3 hours at work.
$30, $35. What is it?
30.
30. That's so more than, it's just a little. I don't make $15 an hour, so I can't say 2, but I make $13.50. So, still, it's a lot. I didn't even make. Ha! Oh my God.
Yeah. Well, I still don't know yet, but we'll find out. I'll let you know before the night's over. But
yeah,
I mean, finally in victory lane. I mean, I didn't know if you'd get it this season. I was pulling for you, a big fan of you, and that's not what I meant. But well, you won it tonight. Finally back in victory lane. Hopefully this momentum can help carry over maybe into the Ironman Thursday, and then we got a Christmas at Knoxville event. So we only got 3 races in the rest of the month. Then we transition into the Deep South Swing in January, the Kings Royal, the Iceman Nationals. We got a jam-packed January coming up in December. Kind of a chill month, getting ready for it. So, Kirker guy you want to thank for this win tonight?
Yeah. Where do I want to begin? I want to thank you guys for broadcasting this deal. Kelan and Shane, both of you guys, all you do for the week, or all the week. Yep, the league. Yeah, I see that text message. I want to thank Dirt Heathen Racing Apparel, Elite Performance Industries, Curry's Excavating. Sorry about that. Iceman Designs, Nav TV, K1 Race Gear. Want to thank Dirt Track USA. I knew I was gonna forget one. I got it. Okay, we're good. Sponsors are good. Want to thank MFK Speed Lab and Ken and Andrew and all those guys and Aiden. Finally getting the win for that team. Just feels so great. I really didn't realize that I hadn't won for the team yet. Until I think Kokomo was the first time I realized, like, hey, I haven't actually gotten a win on this team. So it's really good to get a win for those guys and represent them well. Want to thank my father, my mother, my sister, my brother-in-law, my grandmother, all my friends. Why are you laughing?
Look at Joe.
Langman's having a good time. He's happy to see his boy win. Oh.
I want to thank Joe the Flagman. I want to thank Tony the Cone. Our newest.
Were you ripping the cone today, Joe?
Okay. Backstory: I just got done with bunching. I had to rush over here to get like the last 25 laps of this league.
Oh, well.
Okay.
So
We'll get
the cone will be back whenever I come back.
Thursday.
All right. I have to thank Emma before she kills me. I have to do it quick so she doesn't get anxiety that I'm not going to thank her. Thank you, Emma, for the support. Thank you for watching the race, and thank you for just supporting me in this long winless drought that we finally snapped tonight.
Yeah.
I don't think I've even won a Quicktime race while dating her either. So finally, we got the first of those.
Oh, go!
Yay!
Let's go!
Woohoo!
Yeah.
I'm happy.
All right.
Yeah, that's all. Merry Christmas, everyone.
Merry Christmas!
Well,
Merry Christmas.
Christmas came early for Aiden Kirker as he wins tonight. Thanks for joining us, Aiden.
Thank you.
Yay!
Aiden
sorry.
Kirker, tonight's race winner from Limaland, as now Shane's getting a good word with our second place finisher and tonight's Dirtman Photography Hard Charge Award winner, Saban Bibbin.
Saban, this is Shane DiMantova up in the broadcast booth. You got us?
Yeah, what's going on?
Not much, man. A great night for you. You got our second place finish here, as well as our Dirtman Photography Hard Charger Award-winning performances. Starting in the back, and you made your way up to the front. And second place to Aidan Kirker. And first off, welcome to the league. And if I'm not mistaken, that was your first feature race in the league, correct?
Yeah, last week it was pretty hectic. I qualified bad, missed the grid for my heat race, and crashed in the B. But so this was kind of my first taste, and I thought we ran pretty good. I knew I wasn't going to be good until it got slick up top, but I think this series is pretty fun. I just hated the way how it ended under caution because I thought I could have thrown a bomb there at the end, but still pretty cool to run next to these guys. I mean, they're all fast in here.
Yeah, not gonna lie, I was a little disappointed at that ending too. I wanted to see what you could have for that 39 machine of Aiden Kirker, but yeah, a great run for you. And unfortunate what happened to your last feature race, but we're happy to have you a part of the league. And how about the Ironman 55 coming up on Thursday? You excited for that event? You think you're gonna be fast again?
Fast or upside down? I kind of have a
Hopefully
weird
fast.
relationship with Cedar Lake. I don't really like 3 and 4 getting up top because you kind of have to slide yourself. But I like running the top 1 and 2. So I think we'll be all right. And then I think I can get around the tires pretty good. So we should be able to move around and be all right.
So hopefully you can make it one more spot up from this. You're saying on Thursday?
Yeah, hopefully that'll be pretty cool. I mean, the way I kind of found this league is I saw Andrew May won, I think it was 3 in a row. And I was like, I want to try and beat him.
You
Beat him
did!
tonight.
You
Yeah.
get tonight by default, so.
Yeah, so hopefully we can run together and go at it for the Cedar Lake race. But we'll have to play it by. We'll just see when it happens.
They'll definitely be back. You can count your money on that. But anybody you want to thank for your performance tonight?
TJS Simsport, Yacht Club Lounge, just all the guys that helped me out here. I build my own setups, but I have a lot of help working around on the official side, and that kind of helps with trying to figure out this fixed setup because it's different than everything that I run.
Sounds sweet. Awesome. Well, thank you for joining us here tonight, and good talking to you and a new face up here in the broadcast booth.
Thank you. I appreciate it. Thanks for having me.
Enjoy the rest of your night. As that was the number 16 car, Aiden Kirker, the EXO Consulting Rookie Year competitor, finishes third. Is now Keelan's going to bring in our Season 1 veteran since the beginning, number 1 car of Cody Meadows.
Hey, Cody, it's Kelan Belsha. You got us.
Yes, sir.
Well, it felt like the good old times out there tonight with Kirker and Meadows up there on the podium, talking to them both tonight. So, Cody, top 3 finish tonight. Good recovery effort, and the last few races for you been fairly consistent. 3rd place finish at Eldora, and you've been solid throughout the last couple races, trying to carry some momentum into the race you won last season. Take us through your night this evening, as it was a gradual improvement, it felt like. Started back there in 7th, then you gradually came up into the top 5, and then you ended up with the top 3 finish at the end of things.
Yeah, really going into this race, I wasn't really prepared at all. I mean, I remembered I ran good here in some hosted races and other things, but so I really didn't feel the need to practice. I bit myself in the hand for that one. But went into qualifying blind, and then the heats went fairly well. And as far as the race goes, I just wanted to try to get in a groove and make things work, and it worked out in the end.
Yeah, I mean, for sure, just slowly coming through the field, eventually coming out, surfacing with the top 3 finish. What more did you really need to get up there to 39? I felt like the whole field was kind of even with that 39, but it was just kind of a track position race. If you were out front, it was hard to make a move. Do you feel like if you got up there with them, you could make a move to win this?
I really feel like I should have pulled my wing back a whole lot quicker than I did, because I just like wrote it out. And another thing, I wish I would have found the high lane and the groove that I really should have been running earlier. But I mean, congrats to Kirker for sure. But they were all fast today, so I really don't know what to say about being able to compete up there, because we're all trying to compete for the same thing.
Hell, I mean for sure, but I feel like these last top 3 finishes, and of course winless to start the season, it's kind of reminding me of the beginning of last season, where you struggled to really find speed early in the season, and you eventually came along man 55, and that's really where your season kind of hit a turning point
Coming
after
up
you fed.
next.
Yeah, it's coming up next on Thursday. You fended off Pearson, and you fended off May for a great win there. How do you feel about your ability to try and get out there and win the Ironman this go around?
Pretty confident. It's just those races, those really long ones, is more of an endurance thing. You got to find your groove early, figure out where you feel comfortable running, and then just keep running it consistent. I mean, it's not just a one-hit show. You really got to feel comfortable and ride the thing out. It's like a roller coaster that never ends. You just got to figure out where to go.
Yeah, well, that's for sure. Well, you had a great run tonight, top 3 finish. You want to thank?
Yes. Saints of Speed, T46 Graphics, Keptron Media, RKM Setup Shop, Runaway Chassis, A&B Outdoors, Dirtman Photography, Dirt Truck USA, Exo Consulting, K1 Racewear, and Shane DiMantova Designs. And you guys for coming out and broadcasting another one of these lovely races. And a small shout out to Joseph in the booth for taking the time to flag these races. It's always been a pleasure.
I was dedicated today. Let's just go with that.
All right. Well, thanks for joining us tonight, Cody. Look forward to seeing you Thursday night in the Ironman.
Thank you, Cody.
Yeah. Have a good one, boys.
Cody Meadows, the 3rd place finisher this evening. A great run for Aiden Kirker, finally getting in victory lane. He's been needing that one, and now some momentum. I remember talking to him before the season got started in early September. He was like, hey, I want to get out there and I want to go for a points championship. Well, unfortunately, the first 2 races of the season, he struggled to make a feature, but he's really turned things around, especially in the last few races, as now he's on a 6-race top 5 streak, got his first win, and he's really been looking fast. It's just about getting up there and finishing those races off. He started first at Eldora, unfortunately dropped back and picked up a 4th place finish, but of course, the big story of the night, Andrew May unfortunately missing the feature this. Oh, yeah, whoops. You're right. Well, let's talk to Andrew real quick. I'm sorry, Shane.
It's okay.
Andrew, you got us.
Yeah, I gotcha.
All right. Well, it was 5 in a row going into tonight, but unfortunately, the LCQ incident with you and Carter Young. I know you weren't too pleased with that, but what happened there?
Well, I was running the middle, just giving him the whole top, and I don't know what. I don't even know what to call that because most people would say, "Oh, he ran out of talent," but I don't think that he had any to begin with. Because I've been running iRace, I've been around racing my whole life, and I've never seen someone sling down 2 lines, face towards the wall, and hit the person below them, ever. I don't know what that was or what he was doing or how that happens, but not sure how, it's fair to. I mean, I'm not the only one that this has happened to. Obviously, I'm just speaking on behalf of everyone. That you get wrecked out of the B main or whatever, and the guy who wrecks you gets to advance into the feature. So
Yeah,
I don't know. I mean, I don't know what else to do. I give him the whole top. You could fit probably. We could have went 4 wide between the amount of room I gave him up top, but there's a lot of things I could say, but I probably wouldn't be allowed back on the broadcast booth.
yeah. Well,
I don't know. I'm not that mad about it. I just don't understand what he was doing. I can't even give you an explanation on what happened because I've never seen anything like that before. And I told you last week or whenever last race that I got to build up the points lead now because things like this happen. I shouldn't have been there in the beginning, though. I threw it a slider on Trotter and my car just went wicked sideways, and I just dumped. But either way, I give you the whole top of the track. You should stay up there. I don't know. I've never seen anything like it.
well, it's good to see
But
you're
I'm glad
not.
that Kirker
not
won.
too mad about it. Yeah.
I am extremely happy that Kirker won. I would rather him win than me tonight, to be honest with you, because I know to him that boosts his confidence so much going forward for the rest of the season that for me, I'll put it aside. I don't really care. I don't go race to race. But a lot of these guys need momentum and focus on the next one. Oh, I won the last one. I can win them all. So I hope that's the mentality that Kirker has, and he can run better than the first few races that we had and win some more. I mean, I'm all for MFK getting better and winning, so I'm happy. I'm pleased for him.
I mean, for sure. If there's any silver linings to tonight, of course, the streak is over, which this is not the way you wanted to have it end. But of course, is that a little monkey off your back now that you don't have to worry about continuously going after these race wins, trying to keep that streak alive? Or was that ever in your head to begin with?
No, I didn't really think about it. As soon as I win, it's on to the next one. I don't have a zero. I've never won a race. Every time that I go into a race, I don't think about how many I've won or how many in a row I've won or anything like that. I just think, hey, I gotta win this one. And well, it didn't happen tonight, so I guess we'll see what happens at Cedar Lake. I mean, this is probably one of my better tracks. Glad I got to run the feature tonight. Sucks, but hey, can't win them all.
Well, thanks for joining us tonight, Andrew. And hopefully we get to see you in the Ironman where you try to get a good recovery.
Yep, thank you guys. Hi, Joe.
Hi.
Right.
Yep, see you guys.
Bye. Andrew May, of course, not too pleased, but it's good to see him not too angry. I mean, I thought we'd bring him in here and he'd be hot over his head, but happy to see him controlling composure. That was that's a virtue that a lot of guys in here could have. We of course, last season after Eldora, we had some hot-headed drivers after a second-place finish. I mean, that was just never really see anything like that. But love to see a guy keeping his composure in here. Yeah.
Oh, the real ones know about that one.
Yeah. I mean, back to the feature tonight. Aidan Kirker, an incredible run for that 39 car, getting his first win on the 39, first win from FK Speed Lab. The drought's over. I mean, you'd have to go back. Let's see. Let me do some Googling. How many days ago was June 22nd? You'd go back 167 days since his last win, and that feels like an eternity if you're an Aiden Kirker fan. Been waiting for that to happen, waiting for him to break through. We know he's capable of it, and finally tonight, his 6th straight top 5 points gap closes a little bit, and I'm going out on a limb. I'm saying I'm pretty sure he won the Midwest Malace tonight.
You could stay tuned on the Instagram though for the official ruling of that though.
Yeah, for that official ruling, you can follow us at Quicktime Series. That's at Quicktime Series right there. No spaces, no capitals, just at Quicktime Series, no underscores. Be sure to follow us on there if you don't already. Get us up to 400 followers, slowly but surely reaching that goal. And Aiden Kirker reached his goal of winning tonight as he gets his first of Season 3. He's now... right now, he's the only driver to have a win across Season 1, Season 2, and Season 3. Well, big shout out to Tomboi Racing for hopping on for these last 3 races to sponsor our Midwest Malace events of Kokomo, Eldora, and Limaland. Big shout out to him, and love him for his continuous support. Tomboi, a great guy. Be sure you follow him at Tomboi Racing. Right? That's his Instagram?
Right there, yep.
At Tomboi Racing. And also at Nebraska Diecast, his Diecast page. He very nice guy. Love Tom. So thank him a lot for coming on board for these last 3 races. And our next race coming up is at Cedar Lake Speedway on Thursday night. 55 laps around the Cedar Lake Speedway. Going to be a fun little night there. Then we will head to Knoxville on December 20th for the Christmas at Knoxville. Have a week off for the ASCA Knoxville Nationals next week. Be sure to tune into them. Got a couple drivers racing in there, so that'll be fun. Then we'll take a Christmas break. We'll be back in January, so big shout out to everybody who came on board. We've had a lot of fun this season through our first few races. The streak is over as Aidan Kirker, he ends his winless drought, and it's a not a win for Andrew May, which is not something we thought tonight. Big shout out to all our sponsors at A&B Outdoors, Advantage Direct, Krebs Designs, Dirtman Photography, Dirt Trek USA, Exo Consulting, Iceman Designs, K1 Race Gear, McDonald's of Waynesville, North Carolina, Shane DiMantova Designs, and much more. And on behalf of myself, Kelan Belsha, Shane DiMantova, and our flag man, Joseph Costello, this is myself signing out. Thank you guys for joining us tonight from Limaland. We look forward to seeing you Thursday night for the Ironman 55.